Welcome back to Rabkin Field in Union, New Jersey for the start of the second half. The Pope John Junior Lions 11 under squad as they take on the Roselle Rams. Pope John up 21-0 as we begin the third quarter. Mike Forbesano here calling today's action. Thanks very much for joining us on this Sunday afternoon. Let's go over the roster for the Pope John Lions. We will start with number 1, Dominic Diarco. Lachlan Sertival is number 3. Connor Hart, number 4. Benny Platt is number 5. Charlie Formersano, number 8. Braden Colson, number 9. Evan Nisbeth, number 13. Roger Milner is number 15. Also Jared Hawthorne, number 15 as well. Sean Klebitz, number 23. Declan Griffith, number 25. Braden Convey, number 26. Ryan Hart, number 30. Ryan Lambreglia, number 33. Wyatt Miller, 36. Jacob Jessamaria is 40. Tyler Killen, 43. Jude Cofrancesco is number 45. Robert Zawicki, number 56. And Anthony Grego is 61. The head coach of the Pope John Junior Lions 11 and under squad is Jared Cofrancesco. Assistant coaches Dan Platt, Dan Lambreglia, Nick Carlson, Jim Miller, Rob Zawicki. League President Chris Barranco, the League VP Dave Diarco. Team Mom is Kathy Jessamaria. And the Pope John head coach and director of football operations is Dom Gaston. I'm Mike Forbesano. We are getting set to start the third quarter here from Rabkin Field in Union, New Jersey. The Pope John Lions up on the Roselle Rams 21-0. And we will start the third quarter right after this.
Defense over here. I know who it was, but I ain't gonna rat you out for the coach, so we'll talk to you later. Where we going? Change on the 35. 35. Drag it. Let's go, move that, boy. Let's go. Go. So the only thing that can stop him is talking. Don't start talking to him. I was like, I ain't gonna rat you out in front of your coach because you know one of you guys. Go, fire up, find him, let's go. Get on your side. Dominic. He don't do it again.
Welcome back to Rabkin Field in Union, New Jersey for Pope John Junior Lion football, 11 and under. Mike Forbesano here, calling today's action. Thank you very much for joining us on this Sunday afternoon as the Pope John Junior Lions get set to start the third quarter up on the Roselle Rams, 21-0. We will start from the 35-yard line of Roselle. The Rams with the ball as Pope John started out the game in the first quarter with the ball, and they scored on their opening drive as well as their successive 2. So they lead 21-0 over Roselle. First and 10 from the 35, the Rams up to the line. Quarterback in the shotgun for Roselle. Man in motion is number 3. High snap again. Hands off to number 5. Runs to his right. He's got Evan Nisbeth all over him, and Nisbeth makes the tackle at about the 38-yard line. So a gain of 3 for Roselle. Good open field tackle by Nisbeth, and that'll make it 2nd and 7. The 5-man defensive front for the Lions. Number 25, Declan Griffith. Number 61, Anthony Grego. Number 56, Robert Zawicki. 45, Jude Cofrancesco. Number 13, Evan Nisbeth. 33, 45, and 9 in the linebacker positions. Number 1 for the Lions, Dominic DiArco as the safety. High snap again, number 5, and he's met in the backfield by number 45, Jude Cofrancesco, and number 5, Betty Platt. Cofrancesco and Platt team up to bring down the running back, and a loss of a yard. Actually, going to make it a loss of about 5 or 6 yards. So down to the 33. So 3rd and long for Roselle.
Make sure you know who got the ball. Hey, base. Guys, know the steps. Gotta use your eyes. You gotta use your eyes.
Oh, Roselle has to get to the 45-yard line for a first. 3rd and long.
Let me tell you something. When in doubt, grab them both.
Roselle up to the line. Number 1 calling out signals. High snap again. Handoff to number 3. Runs to the far sideline to the left. Platt stops him there. He cuts back to the middle and brought down by number 33, Ryan Labreglia. Maybe he got back to the line of scrimmage, number 3. It's going to make it 4th down and 12 to go.
Hey, guys, once he's on the ground, just get up and walk away. Hey, base. Coach, make sure they know not to use the person on the ground.
4th and long for Roselle. Early stages of the 3rd quarter. Pope John leading 21-0. Ball's on the 33. Rams have to get to the 45 for a first. Well, Roselle comes out of the huddle. Up to the line of scrimmage. 4th down. Quarterback in the shotgun is number 1. He's got 2 men in the backfield. Number 5, number 7. Quarterback speaking to number 7 right now. Now barking out signals. Man in motion is number 3. Here's the snap. Number 1 rolls to his left. It's quarterback keeper. Now throws it downfield. Nobody there. Incomplete. DiArco was closest to the ball, but about maybe 2-3 yards away. Turnover on downs, and Pope John will get it back in Roselle territory. 1st and 10, Pope John. We'll start at the 33-yard line.
It's a good thing to see kids having fun playing, but the other team is not having any fun. That's what, you know what I mean? It's like a double-edged sword.
Pope John up to the line. 1st and 10, Lions. Clevett's under center. Handoff to Jessa Maria. Nope. And the ball's loose on the turf, and Jessa Maria does recover. It was a fake to Jessa Maria. It went to Platt. Platt fumbled at about the 28-yard line. Ball hit the turf, and Jessa Maria, number 40, jumped on it. So the Lions maintained possession and actually gained positive yardage in that. 2nd and about 4 or 5 to go.
They think they force the kid to turn it up. Because these kids on the side, they'll just run all.
3 men in the backfield for the Lions. Clevett's under center. Clevett's takes the snap. Hand off to Platt. Platt through the middle. To the right now. Platt still on his feet. Going to the far sideline. Big run for Betty Platt. Down to the 11-yard line. And a Pope John 1st down. So a 17-yard gainer for Platt. And the Lions down to the Roselle 11-yard line. 1st and 10. They can get a 1st down if they get the ball to the 1.
Let's go, defense. And you guys got to keep your eye on the ball.
I was a running back for years, and I had to learn how to cut up. As long as you got the sideline, you always think you can get there.
Lions up to the line. Clevett's under center. 2 men in the backfield. The hand off to Jessa Maria. Jessa Maria barrels his way to the end zone, and he's in. Touchdown, Lions! So Jesse Maria gets on the score sheet. His first touchdown of the game. Betty Platt with one. And Ryan Lambreglia with a pair. It is 27-0. Pope John over Roselle.
He scored. To the 35. But that's where you're going to go.
Point after touchdown attempt for the Lions. They're up to the 3-yard line.
You guys can go there now.
Lions up to the line.
Now you get a head start. You can go.
Here's the snap. Clements hands off to Platt. Fumble. It's on the turf. Platt picks it up. He goes to the end zone. Can he get in? He does. Point after's good. Betty Platt picks the ball up from the turf on a fumble, and he barrels his way into the end zone for the point after touchdown. Pope John 28. Roselle, no score. So we'll start up again from the 35-yard line. Roselle will start 1st and 10 from there. Lions up 28-0. Lion defensive unit coming out onto the field.
Great job, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So, Lions employing a 4-man defensive front. Anthony Grego, Lachlan Sertival, I believe, number 3. If my eyes are not deceiving me, I think it is. Yep, it is. Number 8, Charlie Formasano. Tyler Killen, number 43. Oh, Evan Nisbeth, also on the end. So, 5 men on the defensive front. Roselle up to the line. Quarterback, number 1 in the shotgun. Here's the snap. It's high again. Number 1 will keep it. He rolls to the far sideline. Grego after him. And the tackle is made at about the 36-yard line. We got a flag on the play. I think Pope John may be hit with a face mask. We'll wait for the referee's signal and the call. Face mask. Oh, against Roselle. It is against Roselle on the offense, so that's going to move the ball back. I thought for sure it was going to be called against Pope John, but I must have seen one on the side. There was a lot going on there. So Roselle, number 16, called for the infraction, and so we'll move the ball back. First down. Oh, they're moving down the field. Is at the end of the quarter. Only going to mark it on 61, so it actually was against Pope John. I thought it was initially. So they had signaled against Roselle, but the penalty was against Pope John. So ball down to about the 45-yard line, and that's where Roselle will start. Late third quarter, 28-0. Pope John leads. I thought I was seeing things. Ball's on the turf and recovered by number 5. The snap never got off to the quarterback, so the tailback, number 5, jumps on it, makes sure Pope John doesn't recover. He'll bring up 2nd down. So the ball goes back to the 41-yard line of Roselle. Penalty, by the way, the face mask was against number 61, Anthony Grego. Quarterback in the shotgun for Roselle. And we got a whistle.
No, did you see the center reaching out?
Hey, we're going to stay here. That's the end of the quarter, but we're going to stay the same way. Go see Coach.
Heading to the third quarter. And the Pope John Lions lead the Roselle Rams 28-0. We'll be back with fourth quarter action from Rabkin Park in Union, New Jersey right after this.
And I was like, they practice like that? He was like, yeah. I was like, yo, they wouldn't do like this. See that center? Did you see that center? Instead of just taking a step forward and And now they're yelling at the kids who they want to be a shotgun snapper. He doesn't know how to get his head down because he's only worried about the person. Are we moving? The same way. Okay.
Welcome back to Rabkin Park in Union, New Jersey for Pope John Junior Lion football. Mike Formisano calling today's game. Thanks so much for joining us on this Sunday afternoon. We're going to keep going the same way. Lions right to left and the Roselle Rams left to right. It's the fourth quarter, and the Rams will start at their own 41. Pope John leads 28-0. 2 touchdowns on the game by Ryan Lambreglia, 1 by Betty Platt, 1 by Jacob Jessamaria, and that's your scoring. All 4 point afters scored by the Lions as well. So Pope John up 28-0 as we start the fourth quarter. Roselle up to the line. Pope John in their road white uniforms, trimmed by blue and gold, in white pants and gold helmets. Here's the snap to Roselle. Hand off to number 5, rolling to the near sideline. Nisbeth on him. Number 5 tried to stiff arm. He's still on his feet. And he's brought down by number 4. And that is Connor Hart. Connor Hart. I think I called him Vincent Fiore before. I apologize. It's from the 13U squad. I'm used to seeing his number since I saw him for lacrosse and football. But number 4 here on the 11U squad is Connor Hart, so my apologies. Now that'll bring up third down as we were starting with second down. The last play of the third quarter was the first down for Roselle. So third and long from the 39-yard line. It looks like Sardeval and Formisano switching spots on the line. Now they're moving back to their, I guess, regular positions. In defensive tackle.
32, back up.
Third and long from the 39. Quarterback in the shotgun. 2 men in the backfield. Now number 1 under center. And it's off his ankle and it's loose and recovered by number 43 for Pope John, Tyler Killen. So the fumble recovery by Killen, and Pope John gets the ball back.
Rain's holding out.
I had my umbrella over there. I was ready to do the game like this. So the rain has held off here at Rabkin Park in Union, New Jersey, and thank goodness for that. It was a downpour this morning getting here. And then it started to rain and mist, I guess about 11:30. And it stopped, and the rain has held off. So the ball's going to be marked at the 28-yard line of Roselle. Pope John will start it up, leading 28-0, looking for the second win of the season. A loss to Mo Better in week 1, 21-6 at home. Klebitz hands it off to Benny Platt. Platt up the middle, stops for forward progress at about the 25-yard line. So that'll bring up second down. So as I said, a loss on opening weekend in August, but they rebounded for a win last week against the Union Rams, 38-6. And so now they lead the Roselle Rams 28-0. So next week, date, time, and opponent will be announced. Please check your local listings on TeamSnap. I'm sorry, not TeamSnap, on Sports Engine for more information. We will be with you on Sunday. Here's the pitch back to number 13, Evan Nisbeth. Nisbeth goes ahead and runs to the far sideline and gets the ball out to about the 19-yard line. So good run by Evan Nisbeth. And Pope John on the move. We got a flag on the play, however. We're going to see who it's against. Penalty against Pope John, so that'll drive it back 5 yards. Negate the Nisbeth run. Well, the referee's discussing things with Coach Francesco. And he's fine with the explanation. Penalty against Pope John. It moves him back 5 yards. And we start up at the 31 of Roselle. 28-0. Pope John leading. Lions up to the line. Quarterback under center. Klebitz hands it off. That is about a 3 or 4 yard gain. The run by number 13, Nisbeth. Ball spotted at the 25-yard line. Middle of the fourth quarter, Pope John looking for this second win of the year. Klebitz back in the huddle. Offensive unit back up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Klebitz. Klebitz will hand it off. And Pope John able to gain about 2 or 3 on the play. The ball to Nisbeth as well. So Evan with another run up the middle. Gains a couple of yards. One of the old New York Giants plays back in the 50s and 60s. 3 yards in a cloud of dust. Well, it's turf, so you can't really say that. 3 yards and some artificial turf kicking up. But a good run by Nisbeth, and Pope John inching closer to the red zone. Here's the snap, handoff up the middle. That's Anthony Grego, and he gets down to about the 15-yard line. And another Pope John first down. So they spot the ball at the 15.
First to go for the 10.
No, we're at 15.
Oh, my bad. Oh, you're right. It's a long day.
Pope John up to the line from the 15-yard line of Roselle. Here's a snap. Hand off to Nisbeth. Evan Nisbeth up the middle. Cuts to his left. To the end zone. Touchdown, Lions! Evan Nisbeth from 15 yards out. And Pope John goes up 34-0. So a great run by Nisbeth. He scores his first touchdown of the day. And Pope John leads 34-0, going for their 5th point after touchdown. Change in the huddle. Wyatt Miller, number 36, running in. Here comes Klebitz back to the huddle. Oh, Pope John up to the line. 3 yards out. Point after touchdown. Here's the snap to Klebitz. He'll give it to Miller. Miller into the end zone. And the point after touchdown is good. 35-0. Pope John leads over the Roselle Rams. So many, many positives today for Pope John. So Roselle back into the huddle. And you got to give credit for the Roselle Rams as well. Good effort by that team today. And they looked short-handed. I think they only had about 13 players. So maybe less. Anywhere between 10 and 13. I think they had 13. So you give them credit. Going both ways, Iron Man football. And just, unfortunately for Roselle, overmatched today by a Pope John squad. And it came ready to play. And they have put the results on the board. 35-0. Pope John leads over Roselle. Lions look to finish this game up and come out of Union with a 2-1 record. They're minutes away from doing so.
Tyler, outside, right, Tyler? Come on, Declan!
Roselle up to the line. Quarterback number 1 in shotgun. Here's the snap to the quarterback, number 1. He rolls to his left. Pope John contingent coming after him. The throw downfield. Incomplete. The intended receiver, number 7 for Roselle. out of his reach and second down. Good pressure by the defensive line for Pope John. Killen chasing the quarterback down as well as Charlie Formisano. An incomplete pass by number 1 for Roselle, and that'll bring up second down.
Evan, watch him, right, Evan? Evan?
Second down. Roselle up to the line. Quarterback in the shotgun. Here's a snap. It's on the turf. Number 1 picks it up. He runs into his running back. Goes back in the pocket. Being chased. He goes to his right. Goes through the middle. And is brought down. No, he's still on his feet. And finally brought down by Nisbeth. So he avoided 1 or 2 tackles there. He finally gets to about the 38-yard line. And that is it. The pride is spoken. The Pope John Lions have defeated the Roselle Rams 35-0. So 2 touchdown runs by Ryan LaBreglia, 1 by Betty Platt, 1 by Jacob Jessamaria, and 1 more to finish things off by Evan Nisbeth. And the Pope John Lions go to 2-1 on the season with this victory today over Roselle. Great all-around effort, good team defense, everybody contributing here for Pope John. And Coach Jared Cofrancesco is going to go home happy with his squad now above 500 at 2-1 on the season. Please be sure to check Sports Engine throughout the week, as we will update that with who the opponent will be next week, along with date and time. It'll be on Sunday, September 17th. We just don't have a time yet. And the opponent as well. It'll be announced by Pop Warner in the middle of the week. So check for that. Final score once again from Rabkin Field in Union, New Jersey. The Pope John Lions defeat the Roselle Rams 35-0. For everyone here in Union, this is Mike Formisano saying thanks for joining us, and we will see everyone next Sunday. Have a good week, and we'll catch you for more Pope John football next Sunday afternoon.